I'm Jeff Rounce. I'm the CEO of Business Examiner Media, which is South Sound Biz Magazine. And this is Lon Wilson. He is the CEO of the Wilson Albers Company, also known in Tacoma as Albers and Company. Also, Connect HR. They are supporting sponsors for this 2017 South Sound Top Places to Work program, and we're very grateful to have that group behind us. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. Panayiotou Pension Advisors has been a participant in this program before, and we're very glad to have you with us again today. The fact that we brought our entourage, our camera, and the Facebook world here signifies that you are an award winner again this year as a top place to work. I'm going to tell you about that in a few minutes, but first I would invite Lon Wilson to talk about his companies and how they relate not only to your companies and our project, but also their companies actually serve a whole lot of top places to work. And so I think it's a natural collection for us. Lon?
Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate that. And for inviting Albers and Company and our sister company, Connect HR, to this award recognition event. Obviously, particularly rewarding for us, seeing as how we have had a long-term working relationship with your firm and look to do that for well into the future. And you handle our plan as well, so thank you very much. My good friend Steve Albers, which I'm sure many of you know, started Albers and Company back in 1985 to assist employers in attracting and rewarding a workforce that would support their mission. And that legacy lives on within our organization today. Steve's brother Jeff joined Steve in the business in 1995, bringing his expertise with respect to financial markets and retirement plans to the firm to help us broaden and round out our employee benefit portfolio of services, and that's obviously the area that we've worked with you guys mostly on. I'm proud to say Jeff continues in a leadership role within our organization, and he's here today, and I know many of you guys know him as well, so it's nice to have him here today. But more specifically, Jeff, the Best Places to Work program recognition is really consistent with our philosophy, our business philosophy as an organization, and so we've been a proud sponsor of this since the very beginning, I believe, 2005. Past awardee ourselves, and we look forward to the continued support of this program. It's a worthwhile program and hope to see it expand into the future. So excellent. With that, I'll pass it back over to you.
Thank you very much, Lon. It's a relationship that began with Steve Albers, and we were so pleased to have you here today with us, Lon. For those who don't know the specifics of finding a top place to work, it starts because someone, usually from your company, sees our announcements inviting you to nominate your employer. Somebody did. Then we send a questionnaire back to your team, to your management team, and say, tell us about what Panayiotou Pension Advisors provides in terms of workplace benefits, in terms of time off, in terms of any other kinds of benefits that you may be receiving. And then we have a survey, which I know a number of you participated in. It was an online email type survey that you clicked the link and went and answered about 30 questions, I think. The results of those questions helped our judging panel then figure out which is the top place to work. So we collected not only the nomination, but also the management questionnaire and the survey results from employees, and had to be at least 30% of you completed that survey. Otherwise, you're watching from the bleachers. You're not here on the playing field. So we're very grateful to have your participation in that. Some of the results that we learned about that from that survey really apply to the category for which you're being recognized this year, which is gratification. And let me describe what gratification is. And then you'll realize why Panayiotou Pension Advisors scored higher than any of the other finalists in that category. Gratification means the employees are proud of their own and their co-workers' contributions to the company. They're proud of the team efforts, the organization's products, and they're very proud of the company's reputation. One of our judges noted that this is the only one of our many finalists this year who actually specifically include making your clients more successful as part of your mission statement. So often a mission statement really is talking about the company that it covers. But I think your team was wise many years ago in saying your success comes from your client's success, and put that right into the mission statement. Of course, you all know that community participation is part of the DNA here. If you didn't feel that coming in, I know that it's evident to you once you're here. Your company's support of your individual engagement is valued and recognized. And then the fact is that PPA, by its own comments, makes work fun with an emphasis on team building. Both of those really speak to basic human desires or needs, and I think you're lucky to have that here. From an employee survey response, we heard that you are all part of one big team where everyone's voices are heard and you all work together to make the company successful. Does that resonate? I see nodding heads. Another one said that management's level of caring for the associates is unmatched. And this is obviously coming from someone who has worked at other places. Another said there is little or no micromanaging here. Makes sense. Makes for an effective team. Each one of you is expected to perform to the standards that have made the company effective. And part of gratification is that you know what those standards are. And instead of a gotcha, it's a here's how you do it. And that makes it a proactive movement forward. Each one is expected to perform in 40 years of business, this one employee said on the survey. In 40 years of business, this person has worked for or owned. Not one of those previous positions could hold a candle to the professional and client-centered focus that is Panayiotou Pension Advisors. That's a very strong endorsement for this team that you have built, Tony. It's really remarkable. So what makes this a good top place to work? 2 words. One answer said, our boss. Very cool. Tony has always allowed employees to put their family first. He takes the higher road when faced with conflict, and Tony models the behaviors that he expects from his employees. That really is a definition of leadership. It seems so apparent, and yet for those who have worked other places, it is pretty unusual. So you're lucky to have this. One other employee comment that I liked: we are blessed to have an amazing leader that treats us all with respect and respects what we all do to help the company. Because of that, and so much more, our judges said Panayiotou Pension Advisors is the recipient of this year's 2017 South Sound Top Place to Work for gratification. Lon, would you present the hardware to Mr. Tony, please?
All right. Lon, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Make a speech that I was not prepared for, but here we go. And being quite emotional about this too. Those are some heartfelt words, and so I'm even a bit choked up as we speak here. So thank you very much, the folks at Albers and the Business Examiner. Thank you so much for this award and for recognizing businesses that do put a lot of hard work and energy. I think that is important. So keep up that good work, guys. And this award is for everybody in this room. There's no question about it. PPA is all about the people. You know, it's just not about numbers, you know, and that's what we deal with, it seems like, every day. But it's all about the people in this room and the caring and the great effort that everyone puts in. And because of that, it's what makes PPA just so special. And, you know, I skip to work every day, and it's because of the folks in this room here and the effort and the tenacity. And we do have fun once in a while, guys. I know we sure do. So, again, thank you for all making this award happen, because this is our award, not just any one person's award. So congratulations, everybody.